watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets, just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it, you got it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Monica, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey babe, thank you once again for tuning in, and welcome to VLOGMAS episode 2. So I'll be doing a 9 months life update of my stay here in South Korea. I posted a questions tag on Instagram as well as my YouTube, so I wrote down the questions here. I have like 44 questions, of which I'll try my utmost best to answer. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, the first question rather is, are the lesson plans as detailed as the ones on the application? And the answer to that is no, because at my school they do not require me to do any lesson planning, but I think it's different, like based on what your school requires you to do. And on the application form, on the EPIK application, they require you to do like detailed lesson planning. But when I do an open class, they require me to do lesson planning of what I'll be teaching in that specific open class. But on my day-to-day teachings, no, I don't do lesson plans. And then number 2 is, have you experienced any racism since moving to South Korea? Personally, I don't know. I don't think so, but it's not bad. Like, they're just surprised because they don't see a black person every day. But there's some instances where you just like, yeah. Like, for example, I was going like to a supermarket, right? So I was entering the store, so I held a door open for a lady, an elderly lady, right? So that woman touched my face, like, and it wasn't that thing. I was just trying to help because she was holding a box, right? But she touched my face and looked at her hand. Maybe she thought my skin peels or something, but yeah, that's what I experienced. But anything other than that, I don't think it's hectic. So yeah, 2 things that you miss about South Africa. I miss the vibe. I miss like, oh no, the one thing that I miss about South Africa is greeting. Like, greeting here is not a norm. Like, greeting people, you know, back home when you pass, you just greet anyone, especially in the rural areas. Like, everyone and anyone you can greet while passing, but here, nah, you just go about your day. Everyone minds their own damn business. Like, you don't greet anyone, nothing, you just pass. And then yeah, so greeting and the vibe, like vibes in SA, it's just lively, man. Like, everyone is just here, everyone minds their own business. So yeah, those are the 2 things that I miss about being at home. And then, have you made Korean friends? It's a 2-way question. No, I haven't made any Korean friends. Is it difficult to make friends that side apart from people from South Africa? I don't think it's difficult, but I prefer my people. I know it's bad because I need to learn their culture, but I prefer my people. The only people that I like interact with are my colleagues. There's this one admin lady at my second school who tried her utmost best to become my friend, but I don't befriend colleagues, I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't have any Korean friends. And then number 5 is, what would you say to someone that is currently applying to work in Korea? I would say that have an open mind. Like, coming here, you're gonna experience like a different culture. Everything here is gonna be different to what you're accustomed to back home. So you just need to keep like an open mind when coming here. Like, just don't think about it too much. You're gonna come here, first of all, you need to adjust to a new environment. So if you're not open-minded about that, you're gonna have a tough time. You mustn't keep yourself closed. Like, weekends, just go out in your neighborhood, just try exploring and seeing like how the environment is. And it also goes down to how bad you want to be this side compared to the circumstances back home, right? So yeah. And then number 6 is, how do you deal with missing your child? I try my utmost best to like video call, or they video call me because they have load shedding. So I tell them to like call me when they have electricity. So that way I can like talk to her, even though she doesn't say much because she doesn't care. But yeah, I try, like I do miss her, but I just try to not think about it because it's gonna like affect me this side. The more I think about it, the more I'm not gonna enjoy my stay here. In as much as I miss her, there's nothing that I can do but to call her, like talk to her, and in the milestones that she's like going through, like walking and everything, because when I left she wasn't even walking. I tried to say that they must send me like videos, pictures and everything, of which they do, and I do appreciate that. So yeah, that keeps me going. And then number 7, do you intend on staying for another year or on to the next country? I honestly don't know. I'm in limbo. I don't know, just going with the flow. Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna expose Nelisa for this. Nelisa is like, Anjani, amadoda, alapha. I don't know, don't ask me. And then number 9, how much have you grown by being far away from home? I think I've grown so much emotionally, and being here has taught me to be emotionally intelligent. Not as much things trigger me anymore, like because I've spent like most of my time alone. I had to like reflect on my feelings and how to control them and how to be like spending time with myself. So that has encouraged me to like see life in a different aspect, because when I was at home I used to see things like in a specific way. Like I never like used to like see outside. Okay, I'm an envisioner, like I always wanted to be this side. So being here has made me realize that there's more to life than South Africa, and there's more to life than Musina, where I come from, which is like a very small area, right? So yeah, I've grown much, like emotionally. I'm in a better place, yeah. And I'm not gonna talk about mental health because I saw a question about that, of which I'll answer then. And then number 10 is things that were hard for you to adjust to. I know, like it's stupid, but the spitting the spitting is, I cannot get used to it. But anything else is, it's not hard to adjust to, because even the language, like I can hear like certain things, and I try my best to like teach myself words. And yeah, even my students, I ask them to like I can ask them like questions. What does this mean in Korean? What does that mean in Korean? So it's not that hard. But yeah, the spitting is just, and the farting in front of people is, it's something I cannot adjust to. So yeah, that. And then number 11 is, have you met someone yet or any talking stages? No. Number 12, 5 things you have achieved so far since you started living in Korea. I have a vision board. I think the one that I made it in January this year. I'll put it like somewhere on the screen, right? But the one thing I'm most proud of is building my mom at Tomstone, because I always wanted to do that, and coming here has enabled me to do that financially. And yeah, that's the one thing that I'm most grateful for. And the other things I'll not mention, but you'll just see on the vision board. And then number 13, when are you planning on going on vacation outside of Korea? Hey, can I have money? Give me money. Give me money, then I'll go. Nah, like the year has ended, and Korea is so, like, there's so much to see in Korea, and I haven't even been to Busan, so I'd rather see Korea first than think about going outside. So yeah. And then, how is the work environment like in Korea? Tough. It's very complex compared to home. Like at home, it's just vibes, like we just vibing. But here, like the working environment is I wouldn't say toxic that much, but yeah, it's toxic because the people here do not believe in rest. So yeah, be prepared to work. Even though you're done working, they expect you to keep on working. So yeah, that's what you should expect. And keep in mind that you're not coming here to be on vacation. You're coming here to work. So yeah. And then, is there anything you would say, is there anything you'd do differently before or in your process coming to South Korea? I think the one thing would be buying spices and preparing to actually come, because when preparing to come here, I was still dealing with the newborn. I was still working and my visa application and everything. So I was just doing everything in autopilot. Like I was just on autopilot. But I think the one thing I should have like taken a breath and I like absorbed everything, because I couldn't even believe that I was coming this side until I hopped on that plane to come here. So yeah. And then, what city do you live in? I live in Sochon, which is a county. It's not even a city. And then, what do you love and hate about it? I think the one thing I love about Sochon is that it's small, it's quiet, and it's not busy. But the one thing I hate about it is that there's not even a McDonald's here. So there are not many restaurants and there's not much to do here because it's so small and it's still developing. There's not even an Olive Young, and like Olive Young is the Clicks and Discount of South Africa. So yeah, that's that. And then, what grades do you teach? I teach 3rd to 6th grade, but I have kindergarten and 1st and 2nd grade after school. Reason why I start teaching on grade 3 is because English, we start teaching English in grade 3 here. So they start learning English in 3rd grade. Those are my classes that I teach almost every day. But 1st and 2nd grade after school, I teach them on Mondays, and then kindergarten, I teach them on Fridays. And then, how long do you plan on staying in South Korea? I don't know. And then, what is the thing you miss about home? I miss my family. How is your mental health compared to what it was in South Africa? Mentally, I'm in a great space because I've been dealing with my demons. Like, you're forced to face your demons. So yeah, mentally, the best. Like, this year has brought out the best in me. This is the best year of my life. This year, yes. So yeah, any general advice you would give to someone planning to teach there? Resilience, because the process coming here is tedious. You must be ready to cry, to scream, to do everything, because you'll be frustrated from the documentation process, like doing your PCC, like having to deal with the SAPs because they slow as fuck. Sorry for swearing, but yeah, they slow. And Sakwa, you have to send multiple emails for people to do their job. Durko, they're dealing with a backlog, and your application, it will take days for you to complete. Yeah, like just the entire process. Just have resilience, because the end goal is worth it. Trust me. Sorry if I'm going fast, but yeah. And then 22 is, do you think of studying further? Maybe your postgrad or even doing a PGCE? Yes, I am planning on furthering my studies, hopefully next year, because once you have the belts, which means more money, so which is why we're here. So yeah, that's that. And then, do you think male teachers can be comfortable teaching in Korea, and how would you describe their lives? Yeah, I think they can be comfortable because there's not many male teachers here, but I do know of a few, and they're living comfortably, like just like us. It's just that, you know how guys are not on social media like that, but on TikTok, there are guys that would motivate you, because I know that this question was sent by a guy. So yeah, they're very comfortable. And then, any plans to move to the red and yellow country? I don't know. Like when I started this application in 2021, I wanted to go there, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that progresses. And then any regrets so far? No, I don't regret anything. This year, I've just been living. I do not regret it. Nothing. I don't regret anything. If there's anything that I would have done, nothing. Like, I don't regret anything about this year, in all honesty. And coming to South Korea, it's a learning experience. Yeah. And then advice to the fellow young South Africans: should we jump ship and join the train to Asian countries? Yes. Jump, go, leave. Anjani, South Africa. What are you doing in South Africa? Come to Korea, Habibi. Come to Korea. And then, how is the culture shock here? Shocking. The culture shock, it's shocking actually, because some things that are a norm to them is very questionable to us. So, which is why I said you must keep an open mind when coming to Korea or any Asian country, because our customs are not the same as theirs. So yeah. And then, how are you managing your social life to your working life? Monday to Friday I'm at work, Friday to Sunday I'm with my friends, or I'm at Groove. So I'm joking. You need to differentiate work and play. When it's time to work, you work. When it's time to play, you play hard. So work hard, play harder. That's just it. And then 29, is there anything you would change about the environment? I guess the environment that I'm in right now. I wouldn't change anything. The accessibility is very nice. If I want to go somewhere, I can easily hop on a train or a bus and go wherever I want to and come back on a Sunday. So no, I wouldn't change anything. I love Sochon, actually. It's quiet. Like, I don't think I would be sane living in a place where it's noisy, but Sizotini. Have you been homesick? Some days, yes. I think the first few months, I think 2 to 3 months that I've been here, I was homesick a lot. I would just cry randomly, but now I'm fine. I'm not as homesick because I talk to my family members literally every day. And then, are you planning to go live back home again? If I get a job, yes, but no. And then 32, besides the salary and benefits, would you say a move to SK has been worth it? Yes, it has been, and I'll emphasize this every single day. Yes, it has been worth it in terms of my mental health, my finances, but you said salary and benefits, but yeah, my mental health is on its peak. And then number 33 is, would you date a Korean man? No, I wouldn't. Not in my wildest dreams. I'm not attracted to Korean men. I don't want slay queens in my life. No, I don't want a Korean man. And I know that people ask me why. I cannot deal with a man with a 10-step skincare routine. I cannot. Like, why are we in a conversation? No. And then, how is life there in South Korea? It's very nice. Life here is, we are cruising nicely. We are cruising. And then, is your tax residency thingy sorted? No. Thanks to SARS, it's not. And to think I requested for my tax residence permit in August 2022 and I still haven't gotten it. And then, was it sorted before you left SA, or you get text due to not sorting it out? Yeah, I get text, but I think I get text like 100,000 won, which is like 1,000 rand something. It's not bad compared to South Africa, honestly. It's not bad, so I'm not mad about it. And then 26 is, I bet your days are different to what they were in South Africa. What do you do to keep yourself entertained, since there's not always a friend close by? My friend lives next door. So, fortunately enough for me, my friend lives next door. But I I can never be bored. Like, personally, me, I can never be bored. Like, it's either I'm on TikTok or I'm on the next train to Pyeongtaek to go see my other friends. Yeah, that nah, there's just so much to do, guys. As long as you have money in your account, yeah. Because once you leave the door, you breathe, money goes out of your account. So yeah, that's that. And then 37 is, do you think the challenges you faced thus far in South Korea are worth it, or rather bearable compared to the ones you faced in South Africa? I don't think I faced that many challenges in South Africa, honestly. I don't think, but they are worth it. They are worth it. Like the culture difference, the cultural difference, being the only Black person like in spaces every day, like in the bus, at work, walking. It's not that much of a big deal. Like, you learn to like block it out. So yeah. And then 38, do you sometimes feel like you're missing out on your life back in South Africa? Yeah, I am. Like, my daughter's growing up and I'm not there. My relatives, like the milestones and everything, but this is so teeny. I chose the life here. And then 39, I'll answer it. I'll just come back to it because this is like my favorite one. And then 40, how did you make friends? Social media, guys. Like, I'm on YouTube. I meet people, like when I'm out, they recognize me because of YouTube or Instagram. Because I remember the last time when I was in Pyeongtaek, this other girl that I didn't know, like, I knew I followed her on Instagram. She followed me back. She greeted me. She's like, hi Monica, how are you? I was like, oh, who's this? Like, because I didn't like recognize. She's so beautiful. Oh my god, Matzo, if you're watching this, yeah. She said, yeah, I follow you on Instagram. So yeah, social media will be your best friend, trust me. And then, are you learning Korean bit by bit? Every single day I just learn a new word. Okay, not every day, I'm just exaggerating, but not as much as I need to. But yeah, I can speak Korean a bit. And why South Korea? I feel like this is, you know, when you're applying on the EPIK thingy, the first question, why South Korea? But I chose South Korea because I couldn't go to the red and yellow country. So, and that's the best thing. Like, so South Korea is nice, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And have you always wanted to work abroad, or you had challenges finding a job back home? I had a job before coming here. I didn't have challenges because after varsity, I went straight into work. But I wanted to work abroad. Like, even like when I was doing my degree, like I started like seeing YouTube videos of aspects in China, because the ones in South Korea, there weren't a lot at that time. So yeah, it like really motivated me to look for a job this side. And then 44 is, how do you deal with homesickness? I call home every day. I cook pap and chakalaka and I listen to amapiano. So that's just bring South Africa to you. And this year I feel like as South Africans, we've flourished across the world. So yeah, I am not as homesick. If I feel like I am homesick, Nelly says here, Una and Pindu are here. So they are home. They are my home in Korea. So yeah. And then the very last question, what are the most crucial and significant fruits you have cultivated thus far from your experience in South Korea? That's my last question. And I feel like my mental health is the most crucial thing, because I feel like if you're not like in a great space mentally, like you cannot do anything. Because if I am not okay, guys, I become an autopilot. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to do anything. So me being well mentally has forced me to like do like things in general. And I think my most toxic trait is being on autopilot. Like, I don't want to think about the future. Like, I think I set like short-term goals, of which it's not that toxic, but sometimes you need to like think ahead of my next step, because like when I came to South Korea, I was like, okay, now that I'm here, what next to get it? So I think me being able to deal with my things that I like were just putting aside was the best thing I could have ever done for myself this year. So I dealt with that, and I was able to like think about the next things, even though I don't know what I want to do, because but yeah, I think the one fruit is my mental health, and I'll always emphasize on that, because I don't know, guys, I don't know. But yeah, those are the questions. And if you guys want to know anything else, please do not hesitate to ask me in the comment section. And what else do I need to update you guys on? There's nothing else. That's the update, guys. I live in Sochon, which is in Chungnam province. I'm with the EPIK program. I feel like I should have said that in the beginning of the video, but yeah, I'm with the EPIK program, and I teach at like 2 schools, which both are elementary schools. So yeah, and I have 1 co-teacher at my main school, and then 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. I have 4 co-teachers at my 2nd school, which the 5th grade teacher is my main co-teacher in that school. If I need anything, I run things by him or through him if I need anything in that school. So yeah, that's that, guys. And oh, Sochon is a county. It's not like a city. So, but the villages here are not the same as the villages in South Africa. So I live in a city. If I was in South Africa, I would say Sochon is a city. It's like Polokwane, so like, nah, I'm not, I'm exaggerating. It's like Thoyando. Those who are from Limpopo, Venda, they know Thoyando. Yeah, this is like Thoyando. But yeah, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of VLOGMAS. Bye.
Back in that bag again. Whoa, whoa.